Malo elele. You are watching Pacific Stories in America. Today I am talking with Pauline, the owner of Tiare Blooms in the Bay Area of California. Tiare Blooms offers contactless delivery of flowers, decor, and more. Thank you for visiting, sis. Can you tell us more about yourself and your company?
Hi, Ruby. Thank you so much for this opportunity. My name is Pauline Fanaika Livai Siale. I am a Tongan living in America. I am a mother, wife, sister, niece, all of the above, right? I'm family oriented. I was born and raised in San Francisco, but raised as a Tongan by my late parents, Aminiasi Vehikite Livai and Kalolaine Fanaika Livai. My father comes from Niuafo'o, and my mother hails from Niudoa, Maupanga, Niuafo'o, Fuamoto, Nakolo, and so on. Tiare Blooms is a company that I started back in 2012. We specialize in flowers, leis, balloon decor, and more. And we're still learning and still expanding to this day. And thank you so much, Ruby, for giving me this opportunity again. Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you here because, of course, your family, but then number two, super related to Pacific business owners and Pacific stories in America. So it's, two birds with one stone. So I just feel like our talk will be really interesting to listeners and viewers. And so I also want to know, so your company, right now we're in quarantine and people cannot come and purchase products in person. And so thank goodness for your contactless service or delivery rather. What cities do you deliver to? And do you also mail out of state for, people who want their leis and their flower decor?
Yes, since COVID had hit, we do offer our contactless delivery services from all over the Bay Area, Northern California. We also do ship, but only our non-floral items such as ribbon leis, money lei, etc. That's outside the States. I'm looking to expand in this area within 5 years or so that we're able to ship out our fresh flower leis. Those are the most delicate leis that it was a little challenging to get over because I know we have a lot of followers and a lot of those who are wanting from out of state. So we're looking to expand. So it's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. During this time where we can't be with each other and we can't be with pretty much a lot of people because we have to be 6 feet apart and so on. But it's so neat that your products are sharing, like, of course, beauty because they're flowers and decorations, but specifically with the flowers, they smell so good. So I would imagine a lot of your customers feel good when they get your products. Kind of sharing some sunshine with the rest of us, especially since a lot of us can't go outside because of quarantine.
Yes, also, especially during this time since March, but people were still out there celebrating, and that's what I love. People were still trying to make it the best that they could with the situation that we're in. They were still having parades and still trying to celebrate in front of their front yard. So yes, I give props to our communities for doing the best that we can during these days.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. And can you tell us about your new online workshop?
Yeah, so I'm so excited. Since COVID-19, our community, we've adapted to this new change, and this involves Zoom, right? So now everyone's on Zoom. So the past year or so, a few have reached out and have asked if I was offering any classes because they too would like to learn. So this gave me a way to host our very first online lei workshop, which we'll be learning how to make the Gardenia Kahoa Lei, which is the most popular lei that everyone comes to Tiare Blooms and order that. So I will be hosting this October 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Everything online. Also giving two options for those interested. One with materials included, or a second option where you, like for those who out of state, that they would have to bring their own or no materials included in that package, I should say. I'm looking forward to it. It's exciting. And so the way that anyone is interested, you can email me at tiareblooms@gmail.com. That's TIARE, the word blooms, @gmail.com.
Oh, great. I have some follow-up questions about this workshop. And so it's not just a class. I mean, it is a class and there are materials, but unlike other classes, this one sounds super fun. It sounds like it's going to be hands-on for the people who get the materials ahead of time, depending on which package they choose with you. And it sounds like you're going to provide instructions and demonstrations.
Yes, so we're going to walk through step by step from the beginning of how to making the base of the lei, all the way to hand stitching the Gardenia Blooms onto the lei. So it's really fun. I know there are a lot of creators, those who are interested in arts and crafts, who want to learn a new hobby. This would be a great chance for them to hop on and join us, because this is exciting. So yes, I am looking forward to it.
It sounds super fun. You mentioned it earlier just with family background. So it sounds like this type of lei, Gardenia Kahoa Lei, is influenced by Tongan culture.
Yes. So I guess over the years, I was trying to find a word. So Kahoa Lei, I think I was starting with Gardenia Lei for a minute, and then I said, because it's the shape of it is different than the typical lei. So I said named it Gardenia Kahoa Lei.
That's prettier.
So there's a little bit of Tongan in there. So Kahoa means necklace in Tongan. So it's very special.
Yeah. I'm glad you came up with that name in the end. Gardenia Kahoa Lei. It's just catchier, and it sounds different and there's no shade to people who, or including me, to people who buy this at graduations, which are the typical leis, candy leis, and kind of like an easier to make small flower lei. But this one is a little more intricate. From on the outside looking in, it does not look easy to do on your own. So I'm glad your workshop is available, because then people can see the extra care that goes into making the kahoa, or the Gardenia Kahoa Lei, and then they'll have something even more special to give either at graduations or a wedding or just any event, perhaps a Mother's Day, Father's Day. So yeah, you get more than your money's worth, because you get a little bit of culture, you learn how to make a gift, and after you pick up the skill, you can make it over and over again.
Yes, exactly. I mean, Gardenia, it has this divine smell to it. So, I mean, if anyone knows or have smelled the Gardenia flowers, they're very beautiful, but they're still delicate in its own way. So, yes.
Oh, it's so fun. And so the workshop is going to be on October 10th?
Yes, Saturday, October 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is all online via Zoom. And then, yes. So if anyone is interested, again, email me at tiareblooms@gmail.com.
Oh, nice. And to register beforehand, so everyone has to pre-register. When is the deadline to register?
So the deadline is this Saturday, September 26th. If anyone is interested, please reach out and go ahead and contact us via email or through the website. The website is tiareblooms.com. You can reach us there as well. So just a few options for them to contact us.
Oh, perfect. So to register, the first step is to contact you guys, whether by email or the website, and they have up until this Saturday, September 26th.
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
So I think it's about 2 or 3 weeks away from October 10th. So, I mean, yes, the sooner the better.
Yeah, totally. And it's a rare class, so I can see why, people who are interested have to act quickly. So it's a rare class. So that sounds awesome. And you kind of answered this question earlier. I was thinking, why gardenia as opposed to, I guess, other different flowers? I know you said it has a unique, beautiful smell. Is there any other descriptions of why gardenia for the Kahoa Lei? I know that you chose that product because it's the most popular from Tiare Blooms. Another point that you mentioned before we hopped on the interview is Gardenia means Siale, and that there's a lot of gardenia in Tonga.
So that's where I had initially got the name, or the Kahoa Siale.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Kahoa Siale. So usually the Tongans would know Gardenia Kahoa Lei as Kahoa Siale. I just gave it the product name, if I should say, just to that way it still has people recognize it as a type of lei, but at the same time it's Tongan inspired. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that sounds awesome. And some more things I kind of caught during our talk is this workshop that's coming up. It sounds so fun for crafters. Crafting is so big these days. There's a lot of do-it-yourselfers on YouTube and Pinterest. And so this workshop sounds like it's fun for people who are into Pacific culture, but it sounds like it's also fun for crafters, someone who likes to work with their hands and wants to learn how to make something.
Yes, definitely it is. I think it's available from beginner level to even advanced. Anyone who's already learned how to make Tongan leis or any kind of lei, this will be very interesting and very fun at the same time to hold this class as well. Having this online, many things since March, people have been using Zoom, and I say, why not have a class? Why not have a class?
And why not it be something fun for a change? Because there's a lot of traditional learning classes that are online because the campuses are closed. And those are just fine. I mean, they help us get our careers. But a fun online workshop sounds so refreshing. And it sounds like a good escape for these quarantine days. It sounds just like something fun to do at home. And I'm guessing if someone purchases a class, if they're sitting there with their friends or family, they probably can sit in and all enjoy, the class together. So it's super convenient that it'll be on Zoom. It'll be on people's computers so that they can watch from the comfort of their home and be safe and sound.
That's right. That was the number one thing that I looked at, was safety. The safety of my clients or the safety of the attendees. They want to learn, but at the same time, we want to be cautious. And so I am just so pumped and so excited for this class. Yes.
It's going to be great. And it sounds like there's already a good group because some people are already familiar with you. And then there's probably strangers too. So it just sounds like it's going to be a good group. And it sounds like you welcome, anyone and everyone who wants to learn.
Yes.
So I have another question kind of about your company and kind of about Gardenia Kahoa Leis. From your experience in selling Gardenia Kahoa Leis, what type of gifts do you think that it works well for? So for instance, if someone comes to your workshop and they learn how to make the Gardenia Kahoa Lei, what type of gift could they turn around and give that as?
I think leis are suitable for any occasion. I know for our Pacific Islander culture, we give a lei anytime. Hey, cousin.
They're great
Welcoming,
gifts.
yes, welcoming someone here. Someone's graduating. Of course, we all know that. Someone's birthday. It could be even down to a funeral. I mean, like,
Yes.
that's what I love about the Pacific Islander culture. We celebrate everything and anything. And I love our people. That's just the special thing about Pacific Islanders.
Yes. And we're very giving. And so it kind of goes back to our giving culture. The idea is of, leis, and how when we receive them, it's a gift. And when we give them, it's a gift. And we're just so giving. It actually reminded me of my graduation, and you were there, sis, in San Diego. Our other sister, she says, Ruby, you can't just wear those leis. You have to turn around and give them away. But I was so, and if you're not familiar with it, then you don't know to go hurry up and give your leis away. But that's also part of the process, which I think is so beautiful about our culture. And I've seen other people do that where, like, for instance, a graduation person or the wedding person will turn around and then give their special lei to the pastor or to their teacher or so on. So it's so fun. And so I remember you had already told people that they can contact you directly at tiareblooms@gmail.com, your email address, and also the website, tiareblooms.com.
Yes, and also follow us on Facebook. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at Tiare Blooms. So you can also follow us. Our latest photos are usually posted on Instagram, both Instagram and Facebook. So yes.
Nice. And so I'm excited for the people who will catch a workshop this time around, the October workshop, which is super fun. And the deadline again is this Saturday. But for those who want to catch the next workshop, should they follow your social media to stay up to date on events from Tiare Blooms?
So keep a lookout. You can follow us on our social media just to keep a lookout on our the schedule for our next online workshop. So I know this won't be the last, but I'm looking forward to hosting more and just sharing with others. Because this was also, I forgot to mention that this is all self-taught. Not saying this as, but just to show how determined, and I should have mentioned this in the beginning, where how I came about with Tiare Blooms was because my nieces would have White Sunday, and there's no one to make their necklaces. So I was very determined to learn. You wouldn't probably want to see my very first lei, but that's how you start. You got to start somewhere.
That's right.
I mean, one bloom was like, a couple of blooms was hanging off the lei, but hey, it was, my nieces wore it proud and,
Yes.
with pride because their auntie made it.
That's
And
right.
so that's how I came about Tiare Blooms, was because it was something that was inspired from that, and that led to me being just determined to learn on my own. I wish I had someone to teach me. I think I'll be, I'll learn it faster, but I think that's life, period. I mean, anything you do over and over again, you'll get good at.
Yes.
So it's been, it's over a decade now that I've been working with flowers, but yes, flowers and balloons.
Yeah. The flowers, balloons, in particular with the balloons, the balloon drops, which were new to me. That was a new type of product and party decor that you introduced me to, and I'm sure other people as well. That makes your company very, very interesting and fun.
I know it is interesting because balloons is actually what I started with. Before lei. So I put balloons to the side right once I introduced myself to, once leis came to me. So at the same time I was trying to perfect my craft at the same time with leis and at the same time with balloons. So that's what I love about expanding Tiare Blooms, where we don't just make flower arrangements, we also make leis, and there's also another option, balloon decor, if you're interested. So it's your online one-stop shop.
Yes. Yeah, that's awesome. And I love that the business came from family and that you were just helping out and offering something beautiful. And then as you described being self-taught, you did it over and over again. And that's how excellent people develop their talents. And I'm so glad you stuck to it, because for those listening, if you go to our website, tiareblooms.com, you can see the beautiful products. The hard work paid off. So I'm just glad you stuck to it. And, you're also running other ventures at the same time. So keep an ear out for additional interviews from Pauline. So sis, is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
I'm just so excited about this online workshop because it's our first and it's just something new, and we are in an unprecedented time. It's a time of uncertainty, but we don't have to stop living. I think it's a time that we should just appreciate, and I don't speak for myself, but I know others can relate that, it's been a time of reflection. So it's a time to just appreciate our family, appreciate the ones you love, what we have in life, period. So this is just a great way just to bring happiness, because flowers do. That's what I know you had mentioned. Yes, flowers do bring joy to people, to homes. Just by its beauty, not only its beauty, but the smell, this divine smell to it. So yes, very excited for this online workshop.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And I'm so glad that you're sharing it with the community. And I'm glad that, because it's on Zoom, you don't have to be in the Bay Area to sign up. You can be further away and be able to participate and learn how to make this fun product.
Yes, I've also had some who have asked international even outside the U.S. And it's so that was initially, it was just for the Bay Area residents or Bay Area, but I said I wanted to include those outside, living outside the state, and now maybe international. This could be an option for them to tune in and learn.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great reach. So people who are not close by, they can enjoy. And I've never heard of a Gardenia Kahoa Lei workshop. So I'm looking forward to people enjoying it and to the additional workshops. There's more workshops to come. Well, thank you so much, sis. Thank you for sharing your time and your talents with us.
Thank you so much again, Ruby. Thank you so much, sis, for giving us the opportunity for Tiare Blooms to share and just be part. And I do wish you all the best with all that you do. And thank you so much for lifting up our Pacific Islander culture and our people. And to those who are listening, let's continue to crush it.
Yes,
so let's get out there, and whatever that you like to do, whatever that inspires you to keep going, do it. Just give it all your all. Don't stop there. Just keep going. I think it's the beauty part of learning and growing is just knowing that you just stick to something and just keep going.
Yeah, awesome words of encouragement. I think people need to hear that during these tough and lonely times. We're fortunate where we come from a big family, you and I, but a lot of people they do not, and so the isolation is even more deep for them. But I think that's why we have to stay busy. I think that's why it's good to work with our hands, and with this opportunity to attend this online workshop, Gardenia Kahoa Lei from Tiare Blooms. It's an excuse to have fun for a change. Let's not give into the isolation and depression, and just, keep our spirits up.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, sis. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sis.
Mahalo to the viewers for watching Pacific Stories in America. Please like, subscribe, and share. Stay safe out there, and see you in the next episode.